A warm welcome to Decoding iSPAN Moments. What is iSPAN Moments? Let me explain. It's a turning point where you have realized nutrition, recovery, fitness, and mental well being or mental health should not be ignored for a long term. And iSPAN movement could be a realization where the body achieves what the mind believes. Today on Decoding iSPAN Movements, we have a special guest, Mr. Raghuramappa, a celebrated natural bodybuilder and fitness coach who won the Musclemania India Lightweight Championship in 2014. He represented India on the global stage, winning medals at the INBA, PNBA, New Zealand, Singapore Pro-Am International Championships 2024 and in 2025 respectively at Japan. Qualifying for the Natural Olympia in Las Vegas. Beyond the stage, he is passionate about making fitness sustainable, bursting myths and showing people how to build a muscle naturally without any shortcut. Let's welcome Raghuramappa.
Thank you.
Raghu, there are a lot of sports way back, maybe since you have started your journey 20 years ago, right? So why this bodybuilding? So how did you get into this bodybuilding?
Yeah, bodybuilding was like quite fascinating for me. My dad was into bodybuilding.
Wow.
That inspired me. It was like homegrown. He used to take me along with him for the gym, where I never used to work out, just I used to watch him and get inspired the way he used to work out. I used to feel like, I'm going to test those weights someday. I'm going to test those iron someday.
Okay.
So I was looking forward to get into that fitness. That's how I started to get into bodybuilding. And I feel bodybuilding is more, it's a mix of art and sports. The sports where you represent, the art is where you sculpt yourself.
True.
The body.
Yeah.
So that was quite fascinating for me. That's how I got into bodybuilding. So thankfully, thanks to my dad, the parenting, what we did, he showed me the way for the bodybuilding.
So, what age have you started?
I started exercising at 14 years. I started lifting weights around 16 years.
16 years. That means, you have started during, the age of 14. So, were you used to do any kind of workout when you are 9 years ago? Any fitness?
No,
9 years, 10 years
we
ago?
have kids where we play around the sports, like football. Unlike these generation, where kids they're hooked up with mobile. Back then, we used to be on the ground playing cricket, lagori, football, kabaddi, name it. We did all the ground activities.
What is the right age to start bodybuilding journey?
Yeah, you can start weight training at the age of 16, 15, 16. And anyways, you can start with a floor exercise. Kids from 10, 11, 12, 8, 9. You can do a lot of physical, like playing in the ground, like football, cricket, whatever physical activities.
So what is the difference between the natural bodybuilding and other way?
Yeah, well, there are enhanced and natural bodybuilding. Natural bodybuilding is where you don't take any kind of steroids. You don't look so massive, so big. So basically, natural bodybuilding is to promote healthy sports of natural bodybuilding for the long run. So enhanced is like you pump up some steroids and you look massive, bulged up, and you look like a monstrous. And it's on the long run, it's not so safe. You will be having issues with your internal organs a lot more. So we are here to promote more of natural bodybuilding for the youth. A lot of youths are not aware of these kind of things. When you're into natural bodybuilding, it's a long run.
Okay.
You are having a quality lifestyle. When you're growing old also, you'll be able to sustain those kind of a beautiful quality lifestyle with the natural bodybuilding, wherein the enhanced, it's a short term. You look nice and good for the short period of the time. Later on, you suffer with a lot of things, medical issues.
how do you identify? I mean, is there any way to identify? Okay, so when I look at somebody, because you said they'll become so bulky, and then
Do I look big?
no, of course you are not.
Yeah, suddenly I had to introduce myself. I'm into bodybuilding. Then it's like, oh, he looks fit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See, natural bodybuilding, or basically they look like Greek gods, lean, slim, and muscular.
Okay.
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 Enhanced or like huge. Enhanced like I'll give a small example. If you want to build like my physique, it's possible for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enhanced physique, you will think twice. Man, so huge. Is it possible? There's a question mark. This guy is so big. Is it possible? So what is possible? It's natural bodybuilding. What is not? So imagine being so big, you think twice to get into that, right?
Is there any instant way of building body naturally?
There's nothing instant.
Shortcut?
See, whatever you get short time, a short span of period, it stays for a short time. See, imagine you get a huge amount of money for a short time in a lottery. It goes up like this. You don't enjoy them. You need to earn them.
Okay.
Earn, and then when you earn from that money, you buy something. There's a value for it. Same way goes with the body. When you need to earn it, you need to work. You need to put on your work for days together. It's a chain of nutrition, recovery, sleep, keeping your mental health, everything. And the long journey is like, you turn back and see your long journey, you're happy about it. Okay, I'm come so far here with being so healthy. So it pays you for the long journey. There's nothing shortcut.
Ideally, how many years of an effort basically to build a natural body?
See,
how many years it would take?
Well, it depends on the persons, it depends on the age factors, everything. Like the kid, or sorry, I can tell you, a youth around 19, 20, 21, he can build like this. He can build a better body than me. The reason is his testosterone level is peaked up. He's in a high, his recovery is good, and he's like massive. He can build like this. By the time period which keep going, it takes time. So you need to work on it, like in your 30s or 40s. But you know what happens? Every year you start losing some part of your 1% or 2% of muscle mass if you're not working out.
Okay.
To hold back those muscles, you need to do a strength training.
Okay.
So you're retained. You see men after 40 years or something, you see you're having a big paunch, the small, lean legs. You've seen this, especially Indians. They have a thin arms, thin legs. That's a loss of muscle over the period of time because they're not doing any kind of a resistance training. Right? You've seen those people. You would have seen his college pic 20 years back, would have been look good, proper, nice.
True.
Then you see all thin legs, thin hands, big tummy. The typical Indian physique, it's a more of carb loading, less of resistance training. To avoid those kind of things, resistance training is much important. That's the reason I tell people, go lift weight. You're 20 or 60 or 70 years.
Okay.
The importance of lifting weight is must.
Okay. So ideally, to build the natural body, they should ideally start early age. Ideally, I would suggest
not
at
really,
20.
Not really. You can build a physique if you're 40, 50, you haven't been touched to weight. So, but it takes time.
Yes, exactly.
But the sole purpose of building muscle is to keep functioning of every movement of your body, your joints, your muscles for your daily function. That's importance.
Yeah.
And what's secondary is for what purpose you're using it. Are you planning to compete or you're trying to play some sports? What's the purpose? The main goal is to keep yourself fit for your daily function movement.
True. So since you also spoke about the mental health, because we should be focusing on, you have also mentioned the nutrition aspect, right? Eat right, maybe the workout and the routine, right? When you have started your journey, what was your routine? Because I have heard, so if we are competing any bodybuilding competition, people used to work out for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day. I have seen people, they used to go gym in the morning 3 hours or 4 hours and then eating some 30 eggs. And then they say, okay, a kg of chicken. right? And then during the work, during the night also, I have seen people, they are going for a workout. So to build a natural body, right, how many hours of workout they should do, and then the recovery, and maybe the eating, right? Is it something they need to really eat 30 eggs per day?
I come to that point. So back then, when 20 years back, I used to work out you never seen much of internet boom happening. The knowledge what we used to get from the coaches or a random person called bro science. The second one was we used to buy books from stores. What are the articles we used to get? We used to read them. That was accurate, those. And we used to have the mix of knowledge, one from the bro science, one from the books. Okay, and we used to believe whatever the coach used to say. He used to tell me, hey, go eat 30 eggs, man. Go do 3 hours of workout in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. Spend imagine you spending whole time in the gym. That doesn't make even sense.
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, back then we used to do all those things, eating 30 eggs, a kilo of chicken, everything. Okay. Just because my coach said. Back then the knowledge or the education of the trainers or the science behind the exercise was very less. So now it is so much of developed. The internet has come out. You can search anything like this. You have the professional. You can best of best people. They will go and guide you to the perfect. So coming back to the protein, it depends. Again, later on stage, I realized there was not required to work out like 6 hours, 7 hours a day. Just 1 hour of proper workout is much, will do a better thing. And maybe you can add up 20-30 minutes of cardio. Later on, to lose weight, use just simple technique. Get into calorie deficit. That's it. If you're consuming 2,500 calories, cut down the 500 calories, consume 2,000 calories. Try to burn more than that, including your daily activities, your workout, everything. And you'll start losing your fat. Imagine, to lose 1 pound of a fat, you need 3,500 of calorie to be burnt. You can imagine you're cutting down 500 calories. You are on the deficit for a week. You lost half a kilo.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So that rounds up to 1.5-2 kilos or plus or minus per month if you're doing it properly.
Yeah.
A simple method. Not strain yourself, stress yourself. That's going to affect you mentally, and you're going to build more of cortisol hormones when you're getting into stress.
True. Ideally,
right?
If they are working for 10 hours, 8 hours.
Your cortisol hormone is going to pick up.
Yeah.
Rather than doing better, good, you're doing bad. It's dipping down. Coming back to the protein. Well, I ate pretty 30 eggs and 1 kilo of chicken, whatnot.
Okay.
And I realized over the period of, this is a trial and error. We have gone through the mistakes until we correct ourselves. Glad that I've been to that.
Okay.
So it's generally, you want to maintain you need to consume like 1 gram per body weight, 1 to 2, or 1.2 or 1.3, whatever it is. If I'm competing, slightly more than that, close to 1.5 to 2 grams. That's ideal to get more lean and to compete purpose. So it's quite easy to calculate. You have a mobile, just you calculate how many grams of protein does 1 egg has, 1 white has. So we calculate 1 scoop of whey or chicken, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We calculate to the body weight and we started consuming it. It's a simple calculation that made life quite easier, and that goes according to the science.
Exactly. Way back 20 years ago, people doesn't know about the nutrition concept. Today we have nutrition, we have nutritionists, right? And then people would talk about the professionals so today, as you said, the information is available where they can access internet, so everything. By the way, the recovery you are talking about, right? The working out. So ideally, there is no way of shortcut where you can build your body. There is no shortcut. Those who are watching this, yes, please note down, there is no shortcut. And ideally, they don't have to work out for 10 hours, 12 hours, and then they don't have to eat 30 eggs, a kilo of chicken, right? So how about the recovery? How did you manage this recovery? Because recovery, I have heard people, the recovery is one of the important factors. Yeah. So how did you manage the recovery?
Recovery is a key. If you know the game of recovery, obviously you are the winner. See, basically there are certain chain: the workout, the nutrition aspect, your recovery, and your mental health. Mental health, you know where you're going it. If anything one get disturbs, you lose a track of it, and you don't get that kind of result. Yeah, recovery. Yes, recovery is so important. You need to recover to repair those muscle, build those muscle, and to get better the next day. So manage my recovery. Yes, I have to give preference to my sleep. That beauty, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Wherever I used to get time, I used to take the best power nap. People still have this myth: don't sleep in the afternoon. You become no. You need to. If you are not slept properly in the whole night, try to get a 20-30 minutes proper power nap. That will make you so good. See, these are the things you need to incorporate in your schedule. See, if you imagine you have everything, you don't eat well.
Sure.
You have everything, you don't sleep well. You have everything, you don't work out well. See, everything is a chain.
Yeah.
If you take off one thing, the chain breaks down.
Yeah.
So you need to keep interlocked properly.
I have seen athletes nowadays, the biggest challenge is warm up and the cool down.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. Warm up and cool down. Imagine back then, I remember back then, people just walk into gym, just put the load of the weight, just push it, and just you tear your muscle, pec muscle or bicep muscle. That is where you don't know what you're doing it. You need to warm your body, stretch, then the muscles are ready to perform, and you need to progress the weight. Progression load is much important. People don't do that. Progression load one by one, they just go. In the end, they boom, and they get into injury. And 6-8 months, they're not into it.
Actually, when I was, as you said, it's about close to 20 years ago, we used to do the same thing because there was no proper guidance as such, as you have mentioned, right? As in when we, because I used to go to gym, right? When I go to gym, yes, immediately weight, because that is completely fascinated. And then somebody is, doing 25 kgs or 30 kgs. Okay, let me also, push that 20.
Those weight.
Yes. And then if we are pushing those weights, definitely, okay, I will get my biceps. Otherwise, so my biceps will pulled up, right? And then the pumping, basically we should talk about. Yes. This is something, the warm up and cool down. Initially, before we start, we should have a proper warm up. This is where, even in any sports for that matter, I have seen people don't focus on warm up. So today, the warm up which we have seen, where running, and do some push-ups, right? And the proper warm up is not there. That's where it leads to injury, and then definitely recovery plays a major role. So this triggered me another question, right? Since we are talking about the nutrition aspect, and then we are in the era of digital, right? Where you can access, because you spoke about internet access, where by 20 years you did not have that opportunity. Now people have an access to internet where they can access everything, right? And then they got into this, watch some videos online, start something. And especially if I say so, nutrition, right? What is the difference between a proper professional nutritionist versus, right, AI nutrition?
Yeah, coming back to that. Yeah. Good question.
Yeah,
you shoot it up.
Yeah.
Well, internet is good one aspect when you are overdoing it, overusing it, and you go out of the boundary line. Right? Yeah. Sometimes you need a human touch. That's very important.
Exactly.
Professional touch. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing can solve 100% from the internet.
Yeah.
Right. Coming back to nutrition fact, you go with the AI touch. It gives you one formula of diet chart, whatever. It doesn't fits everyone, right?
Yeah.
When you have a proper professional nutritionist, he knows what is the requirement. What are you allergic? What's your gut issues?
Okay.
See, everybody's guts has a very different thing. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't digest what I eat. I can't digest what you eat. We need to check that. and there are a lot of aspects goes through the food, and everybody comes from a different region, right? Maybe you are from Mangalore, I'm from Malnad, other guy is from North Karnataka. So basically, if you check that, their ancestor, if their eating pattern, everything would have been differ. You can't put this guy to somewhere else and give him a same kind of a food, which his ancestors, if you check his DNA, they thousands of years, they're living in one region, maybe eating one kind of a food. So there are mix and match. So the whole internet is going to give you one package of a food that which is not suitable for everyone.
Yeah.
We need to understand what are you, what's your background, what's your allergic, what are issues, what suits you, what's not suits you. Then we need to work on it, then give you a plan, right? Generally, I can't give you a random plan which it may not suit you.
Okay. So, did you have a nutritionist in the past?
I never had a nutritionist past back then, 20 years. Where the coach, whatever randomly used to say, I used to follow, eat something, we do that. Later on, I started researching myself. I started checking what suits my body, what doesn't suit my body. That's over the period of time I learned all those things. Then I started researching more on the nutrition. I had a lot of my friends who are into nutrition. I started getting some knowledge with them. What are these going to really affect on the food, on your body of thing. Then I did a lot of pros and cons which worked well with me. Then I went on through that.
So, I mean, that means way back 20 years, you're talking about there is no concept of nutrition, right? Whatever people used to say, or the coach used to say, okay, this is work and this is one size fits for all, right? Even when we search in the web or maybe in the any social media platform, today there are a lot of meal plan, right? That is ideally when we browse 30 seconds, we get a lot of meal plan, a lot of diet plans. So that is actually not personalized. And what you are insisting now, nowhere, I mean, you did not have a nutritionist and then you started consulting nutrition aspect, and those who are a nutrition, basically who has a knowledge or a nutritionist, so that's where it helps. So, and basically you are saying, getting professional help,
yes,
right?
absolutely.
Seeking support,
yes.
would actually would be a beneficial step, right? So this again triggered me another question, right? You have achieved, it is not easy building a natural body, right? And then you have achieved so much. What are the factors basically we should keep in mind to become a natural bodybuilder? So when we look at ideally what happens, I can see your body. So you're a natural bodybuilder, I can see it. What are the unseen or the factors which impacts or which is very important?
Yeah, when we are, imagine I'm not competing, I'm working out. I'm just working out myself to stay neat, clean. My diet is like 80% is good. I'm not accelerating 70-80% to the max. I go cheat meal, everything, okay. When we shift to the competition mode, the mindset changes.
Okay.
The workout pattern changes. You're so much into a next level. And you have to stay so much mentally so strong, because you are competing over there, your all focus is over there. You can't let your mentally go down. One, you go down mentally, you're destroyed completely. You imagine you're too low. You can't even work out, you can't sleep well, you can't eat well, everything impacts.
Yeah.
So the basic key is to keep your mind strong.
Okay.
And focus on the goal. If these two things works, then everything falls apart on way. So basically is to keep your mind strong.
So I mean, you said keeping your mind strong, and then when you get into competition mode, right? The working out. So how did you manage? So basically, what I heard, what I read, so people say the success happens twice. One is here, one is in the reality.
Yes, yes.
Right? So how did you manage, and then what was your motivation? Because every day following the same routine, getting up, going for a workout, having a good meal, or maybe following nutrition, so keeping yourself mentally fit, always motivated, right? So have you come across any situation where your motivation levels, or maybe any changes in terms of eating, it could be, or in terms of the mental skill training? 90% of the people, they would be focusing on physical aspect, so mental is something, what happens, it is ignored. The second thing is, it is not visible, right?
Yeah.
So how did you manage this?
I'll come back to that. So everybody goes to their lowest point of their life,
Yeah.
right? When the lowest point of your life is where you can break or make it.
Yeah.
When I hit so low, there are two ways for me to go. Whether get into depression, get to the different way, or take that same fire, lift it up as a rocket and fly it up. I had two choice. We are low, you're just depressed, you just destroy yourself, more low and you're gone. So I had a phase where I went too low. So that's the place where I made the suffering into success.
Wow. Suffering into
Success.
success. Yeah.
So that suffering, I don't want to destroy myself. So what I did, that suffering, that fire, I took myself to grow. So that shooted up here in my mind, kept myself very strong. Ready, I'm going to do this. I'm going to prove myself back again. Imagine, it's competed in 2014, again 2024, it's 10 years.
Yeah.
It's quite hard getting back the 10 years after that. I want to prove people, only aspect is to keep yourself very strong. Lot of hurdles going to come over there, lot of challenges going to come over there. Okay, you need to keep your mental strong. That helped me, not only body, even the mentally started helping me grow more stronger. And well, strength training proportionate helps you to grow mentally stronger also. Other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This thing uplifted me so high, then it gave me a lot of success. If this fire I wouldn't have taken up, how it would have be burnt me.
Yeah.
I used a fire as a fuel.
Okay. So during that time, then I should call this moment as iSPAN moments.
Yeah. Obviously.
Right? Yeah. So initially when I spoke about, the mind and body,
Yeah.
right? Either your body or mind. So you can't actually give up. So you have to balance it. So then to achieve the success, this is where, the iSPAN moment you have gone through. Am I correct?
I am very, very, absolutely. If that, I'm very thankful to the strength and conditioning training, what I've been doing from years together. I still feel that the same situation, if random guy who was not into fitness would have happened, I felt he would have gone into a suicidal aspect or something else, or he would have done something else. Thankfully, this saved me to uplift me. Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can proudly say I'm very thankful to it.
Yeah.
And well, good. This made me more stronger, helped me to achieve more, get me to more name. It boosted my confidence level, everything. And fitness gave me everything.
Yeah. Since you spoke about, the strength and conditioning, right? So apart from you're a natural bodybuilder, you are a coach, right? So what is the process you follow? Basically, what is the difference between the strength and conditioning and maybe a normal fitness? People used to go to gym, and then they hit some exercises, and then they lift something and then come back. So, what is the difference between the natural?
Yeah, normal they are doing it for their just for the way of lifestyle to be in a better way. Strength and conditioning, again, specifically designed for the people for their purpose.
Okay.
Depends. Someone has an injury.
Yeah.
Someone is into athlete sports. Someone is a different kind of sport.
Yeah.
So every sport has a different movement.
Yeah.
So strength and conditioning specifically targets, concentrates on the individual person to building their goals.
So basically, it is a customized
Customized.
approach.
It's a customized
Yeah.
for individual.
Which one would you recommend? I mean, getting trained under the supervision is
Any day better. Getting trained under supervision. It's okay.
Okay.
They know what are your weakness,
Yeah.
what are your strengths,
Okay.
where to be focused more.
Okay.
So they would have done the assessment, and they know where to work on it. So you need not worry much on that. He'll take care of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I usually prefer for that.
So ideally, I have seen people, and then a lot of people. They would, when I talk to my friends outside, people would say, "Okay, so I have downloaded some videos in the YouTube."
That doesn't work.
Okay, and then I'll watch those videos and do it. Trust me, a lot of athletes' parents, they are doing it, right? So today, you call swimmers, you call basically tennis players, you call golfers, everybody when we talk about fitness, right? So fitness is okay. In India, they believe in training. When I say training, let us say if they are in the pool getting trained for 4 hours, right? They are okay. But again, as far as fitness concerned, they want to do it on their own. They want to explore, right? I mean, since you are a natural bodybuilder and then you have gone through the journey and then getting yourself trained, and then definitely yes, without a coach is not easy, right? So what do you want to convey the message to the people, basically those who would say the YouTube videos or maybe
there is a saying in Kannada.
Okay.
Guru inde irbeku, guri munde irbeku.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So when there's a coach, he knows you.
Yeah.
What to give you, where to take you along,
Yeah.
how to take you on the safer side.
Yeah.
That's very important. There's no coach, you randomly do some YouTube videos, you end up with the injuries, are you doing your wrong form?
Yeah.
Instead of coming to gym, you end up in the hospital.
That's exactly. So ideally, the strength and conditioning or the fitness we should have, with intervention or supervision of the coach, we should have a good coach to achieve, be it your, the bodybuilding or any athletes for that matter, and strength and conditioning. You have achieved so much. So being a natural bodybuilder, achieving, the championship multiple times, what are the factors basically it impacts you?
Impacts means your circle. That's the main thing. You need to be surrounded with a lot of positive things when you are competing to the best of best, to the top-notch level. See, you don't want something to be hampered or negative things to get around. One negative, it's a chain of negative, keeps going. Imagine you started drinking or smoking something, you're inhaling negative.
Yeah.
Again, you're going to sleep, your sleep pattern is going to get disturbed. Again, there's a chain is broken. Again, your workout performance, you can't perform better. Again, your recovery is gone. Again, you have a bad company over there.
Yeah.
It's a chain of negative which is surrounds. Cut off everything. You start eating well, you start sleeping well, basically you start performing well, you start thinking well, you start getting better mentally. This is simple logic. You step either way or either way. If you're going to negative way, everything's going to be negative. If you're going to step here, I'm going to make it myself clean, everything is going to be clean, right? So it's left in your hand what to choose. Especially when you're competing, you have to have that kind of a strong mindset and your surroundings and what are you doing it. One small mistake, your whole building is going to be collapsed.
Exactly. So how did you manage this consistency? Because eating, as you are mentioning, eating right, be with the good people.
Yeah.
Right? Following right habits, it could be though, because even we have heard of a lot of people, they could have achieved certain heights, but because of the habits they couldn't.
Yeah, they would have
Yes,
collapsed.
Of course.
Totally.
What is the message you would like to give who is aspiring natural bodybuilder out?
Well, chase your dreams, never give up. Natural bodybuilding is not so easy what you think. It's not going to happen overnight as you take enhanced substance. It is like you're you're constructing a big house. Every day you're going to place a brick by brick.
True.
So your foundation is very strong. So focus, have a right coach, right person, people who can guide you well with the diet, nutrition, everything.
Yeah.
And keep the journey on. And natural bodybuilding is a lifestyle. It is not you're going to do it for 1 or 2 days. It is going to stay forever until you want your quality lifestyle. That's where the natural bodybuilding plays the major role.
Yeah. So I mean, with this message, basically, if you want to achieve, if you want to become natural bodybuilder, so any individual, it is not even for a competition. To have a healthy body, so they should have good coach, right? So ideally, they should do the fitness under the supervision of the coaches, and they should be focusing on the injury prevention aspect, and definitely, be fit in terms of mentally, right? They need to seek support from the professionals, and then definitely, we spoke about AI nutrition as well as the nutritionist, the professional nutritionist. Yes, they should have a good diet to follow. Yes, these are the main factors, and definitely consistency is the key for the success. So today we had a fantastic time with Mr. Raghuramappa. Thank you so much for your time and being part of Decoding iSPAN moments.
Thank you.
And then today we have decoded your iSPAN moments with us. Thank you so much, Raghu.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.